It is the Trump travel ban 2.0 in the wake of the horrific firebomb terror attack against a Jewish gathering in Boulder, Colorado, done at the hands of an illegal immigrant who overstayed his visa. President Trump is issuing a sweeping new travel ban that covers 12 countries and partially restricts entry to the U.S. from 7 others. Earlier, he explained why in the Oval.
It can't come soon enough, frankly. We want to keep bad people out of our country. The Biden administration allowed some horrendous people, and we're getting them out one by one, and we're not stopping until we get them out. We have thousands of murderers. We want to get them out. We want to get them out now. We don't want to have other bad people coming into our country, but using the word bad, I'm being nice.
But the media smells a distraction, trying to make the travel ban all about Elon Musk's recent criticisms of President Trump's big, beautiful bill.
The other obvious reason for announcing the travel ban tonight that will take effect on Monday is to turn our attention away from Elon Musk's war on Donald Trump.
Trump has issued a travel ban, and I think that is very effective for this president in terms of changing the direction of headlines.
The president made a series of announcements just yesterday going after former President Biden, announcing this, certainly knowing that it would change the topic.
Speaking of which, President Trump is responding to Musk.
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore. He's worn the hat. Trump was right about everything. Elon knew the inner workings of this bill better than almost anybody sitting here. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate. I'm very disappointed in Elon. I've helped Elon a lot. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. He actually went up in campaign for me. I think I would have won. Susie would say I would have won Pennsylvania easily anyway.
Oh boy, but Musk is firing back quite a lot on X, and it continues right now. It all started with this post that said, quote, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election." Greg?
Yes.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I think what you're seeing is a battle between the purist and the pragmatist. I don't like it. I want it to stop. I want to tell them, if they're both watching, knock it off. We're done with this. This is an incredible moment for our country. It's awake. It's optimistic. It's on board with the golden age. Don't sabotage it with a self-inflicted feud. You know, don't let the Dems get back up from the floor where they belong. You know, you got 2 really successful people, billionaires, and they both, I guess, have egos, but they also have different ways of seeing things. The great thing about this is we all see it. This is an incredibly transparent administration. This isn't a bug in the system. This is the system. So I want you to compare this system to the one, you know, that ended in 2020. Would you take a forceful president and a billionaire publicly feuding in public, you know, over an invalid president, you know, who was kept hidden from the public, leaving the country without a leader? So I'll take this any day. At least I know what's going on and I can somewhat enjoy it, but I want him to stop. I've had it. This is like, it's like, I don't want to see my parents fighting. I just want them to get back to, I like Batman and Robin. I don't like spy versus spy. Can I talk, just finish up on all the outrage over the travel ban and stuff? This is a collision between adult actions and childish ideals. You know, the hysterics have gone without adult supervision for so long, and the muscle of deterrence have atrophied. They don't know what it's like. That's why when every time Trump takes an adult action, it's like a big bucket of ice water on their head. But the travel bans, the deportations, the criminal roundups, these are a course correction necessary after 4 years of children running the candy store, doling out benefits and cash to everybody. They happily forfeited the adult role to be basically a global Santa Claus. I mean, you could have protected the country. This wouldn't have happened, but now the adults are in charge.
You know, Kayleigh, do you see this as a big distraction from all the good work that this administration has been able to do up to date? Will this only distract from any of those moments?
I don't see it as a distraction. Yes, the liberal media will go nuts over this. They have been all week. But this was predictable. You have the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, and the most powerful man in the world, President Donald Trump. For this to work, the richest man in the world would have had to subjugate his ego to the most powerful man, because guess who the American people elected? The man sitting behind the Resolute desk you are looking at. And Elon Musk, he did a lot of good. He brought attention to spending, to cutting spending. No one wants to touch that issue. He touched it, and there was a lot of personal backlash. He lost value in his companies. He got death threats. But ultimately, President Trump is the one who won the election. And for Elon Musk to say, I won Trump this election, President Trump won all of the swing states. He is the first person in the Republican Party to win the popular vote in 20 years. He had the highest raw vote total of any Republican nominee ever in the history of the party, increased double digits over the last 4 years among Latinos, Black, and young people. No amount of money bought that. What bought that was a movement. And Elon Musk had to decide, I'm either going to fold into this or go away from this. And he chose to go away from this. I think it's a sad thing to see. I agree with you, Greg. I don't want to see the adults fighting, but I do think this was predictable.
Well, Harold, what are your Democrat friends saying about what looks like a breakup at the moment?
So, Sandra, I'm glad you're here and glad Kayleigh's here. My Democrat friends are disappointed too. No one wants to see this. I don't think this is a Democrat or Republican thing. We should just call it for what it is. The adults are not in charge. The president did benefit from Mr. Musk. If you go back and replay and we talk about the things that we say on this show, we were right on border security. We were right on the cognitive decline of the president. And we thought we were right about this relationship with the two of them. I'm hoping, I agree with you, this is not a partisan thing, but I hope they're able to repair this. For the richest person in the world who happens to live in America and has dual citizenship, I think, but here in South Africa, and for the president of the United States who had a relationship a year ago, they were the greatest of pals. And for the world to see this is just simply not a good thing. Two, he said two things, Mr. Musk did, and the president said another thing, but Mr. Musk said that he was responsible for this win and responsible for the Senate and the House. It's interesting the way he said that. I don't know if I agree with him on that. I think you make a good point, Kayleigh, but we're going to see what he means by that. Then he said something else. He said, the president's only around for 3.5 years. I'm around for 40 years. Now, I take that to mean to those in politics, Democrat and Republican, that I'm going to be a kingmaker, continue to be a kingmaker in politics. And then the president said that he would cancel some of the contracts, that the way to save money would be to cancel contracts. I've never been one to think that the president was totally consumed by revenge and retribution. Not in my party, and others have said it. I think at times he's human. He's got flesh, so he wants to punch back at people who punch him. But why, if you really believe, we said 8 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago on this show that but for Elon, we wouldn't have a space program. But for Elon Musk, we might not have the ability to communicate around the globe like we do, and certainly Ukrainians wouldn't have been able to do what they did against Russia, but for Starlink. I've sat on this show and we bragged about his prowess as a technologist. So I just hope to Greg's points, I agree with you. I hope they're able to dial this back and de-escalate, because we may be motivated by different reasons, but I don't like it because it's not good for the country. It's not good for how we look around the globe. But I got to tell you, there are some of my Democratic friends, Sandra, who are saying, let them fight, just like they're just going with the old political kind of thing. If my enemy is fighting with the enemy, then it's okay. And then remember, Elon was a Democrat for a long, long time. So, and last, I don't mind the travel ban, but I do. It's interesting that Egypt is not a part of it, and the guy was from Egypt in Colorado. And as we talked about before, I wish they'd start tracking people who want to learn how to build Molotov cocktails online. If you go and try to build a bomb, we should know who you are. I can't buy Robitussin at a drugstore without presenting ID and being on camera. How can you go online to learn how to build a Molotov cocktail and we don't track you?
Jesse, I wonder if this means Harold's friends will start buying Teslas again.
Good question.
They never stopped.
And maybe Trump will torch the one that Musk gave him. Sometimes when you're angry, you say things you don't mean. Greg mocked my hair last week, and I said he's on the Epstein list.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't mean that. I made it up.
How did you know, though?
How did Musk know? No one knows what the list is. He didn't know. But sometimes guys fight. Guys sometimes will punch you in the face, and the next night you're having a beer. Sleep with your girlfriend, and you patch things up.
Really?
Not your wife, your girlfriend.
Who are your friends?
Yeah.
No one slept with my girlfriend, let's put it that way.
Oh, my word.
These guys are like roommates. They were living in close quarters for like the first 6 months of the year. They're just blowing off steam. Okay. The issue is donor maintenance. This guy's the mega donor. So you don't want him accusing you of being a pedophile, and you don't want him calling for your impeachment. I hope he doesn't mean that, but maybe they can patch things up. I mean, Vance called Trump Hitler, and he's on the ticket. My issue is that the media said that Musk was the co-president. He doesn't look like the co-president anymore. The media said Trump was doing favors for Elon Musk. Well, if you look at this big, beautiful bill, there's no favors for Elon Musk in it at all. Now, the big, beautiful bill, now he's got a beef with it. These are the things that Trump ran on and won on. Wall, ICE skies so you could do mass deportations, military, F-35 ships, pay raises for the troops, and tax relief for everybody, no tax on tips. These are the things that won him the election. He didn't run on balancing the budget.
Yeah.
So this is the priority right now. You have 4 years to balance the budget. Yeah, there's a lot of pork in this thing. There's always a little pork, all right? But this is not a spending bill. This is the signature piece of Donald Trump's second term. This may be the last major piece of legislation Trump ever passes. Well, he might have 3 terms, but for now, we're saying this is it. Now, I don't like the fact that he said that he won the election. This guy got shot, popped back right up.
Exactly.
He won all the swing states. He was always ahead in the polls. The money was great. Trust me, the money helped. Thank you, Elon Musk. But if money wins elections, Kamala should have coasted. She had twice the cash. And if money wins elections, then Elon should have been able to win those seats in Wisconsin. So Trump so far has taken the high road. I think Elon right now, think about it.
Yes.
I thought he was going to call him a drug addict about an hour ago. He hasn't called him that yet.
Let's see.
I
The night
think
is young.
Trump should just take the high road, let Elon blow off some steam. They're both powerful men, great men, and they'll patch it up.
The night is young, that is for sure.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.